Hi, Jeff Disher from OpenAutonomy here again. This time I'm going to talk about how you can use the distributed login mechanism provided by OpenAutonomy to interoperate across different sites and use the applications there, and in later tutorials talk about how you can even create applications that are on different sites so you actually become a fully distributed identity. So basically this starts out from roughly where I was before. The only difference is I've changed the domain name to the demo.openautonomy.com just to sort some things out with cookie management and such. Anyway, the easy way to see where this is first of all, I'm logged in here, but all these apps are all on the same server, so there's nothing too interesting going on. So I'll say I want to report a bug. Now this actually links to the main OpenAutonomy server, so it's a different domain name, so I'm not logged in here. And I can't do anything with it because the bug manager expects that I'm actually logged in order to do anything here, which is pretty common everywhere. So I'll go back here, and the way it works is it's very similar to OpenID if you've ever used that before. It's not compatible with OpenID because I actually need the endpoint to be an identity, not an OpenAutonomy identity, not an OpenID identity, because that can't have applications connected to it this way. So what you do is you can just cut and paste this, or I'll copy it out of this up here because it's always in the corner there, and go to report a bug. Over here, I'll just paste in that link that I copied and click login as remote identity. This takes me back to my identity and says this site, this endpoint here wants permission to log in. So I just say confirm. And now it moves me back over to the other site, but as you see, I'm now logged in here, and I can actually interact with the applications on this server now. So I can open a new bug, for example, or I can even go visit this user, and it offers to add this user as a friend, things like that. So this allows me to use any server that supports OpenAutonomy just with my main identity back at the demo site. So this is a very simple example of how to use this. In later tutorials, like I said, I'm going to talk more about how you can actually use this to create applications on other servers and interact with other users on other servers. Because this is the kind of thing that anyone should be able to set up the reference implementation or any implementation of the core protocol on any server anywhere. Even subdirectories, if you needed to, could be set up that way. And everything should just work, and it should still be fully interoperable across all other installations. So you don't have to be within a walled garden or anything like that. You're fully able to do anything you need to. Another interesting feature that I'll talk about with this is what happens is when you actually log out, because now you're logged in on several different servers, being able to log out of all of them is kind of a convenient thing to be able to do. So what happens is when it logs in, it actually remembers how to log you out on the remote servers. So I'm here at the actual identity itself. If I log out here, it'll actually log me out everywhere. So for example, I can now go over to the report a bug page again, and it shows that I've been logged out here as well. This is something which has been added fairly recently, but it allows better management of how your login state exists across several machines, because that's otherwise something that would be a bit of a headache to manage. So anyway, that's all for this time, and I'll talk more about how this can be used to do some interesting things in a future talk.